Let's break down those numbers now with David Shapiro from Sasfin. David, as always, many thanks for your time. The Rand rally, we're still under 14 Rand 70 against the US dollar. Am I just being optimistic, but might it have something to do with SONA and maybe a little bit of positive sentiment for those trading in the currency?
I think it's more positive view on emerging markets and also the very high yields that you can get in our bonds. You know, we've seen money come back in, and I think we're almost back to the kind of levels of foreign participation that we saw last year in 2020. So, you know, your 10-year bonds are about 8.5%, which, if you take off inflation, gets you a real yield of about 4.5%. Now, in the US, there's no such thing. It's a negative yield. So I think in this kind of climate, we are seeing money coming into our bond market. There might be a little bit of hesitation ahead of the budget, but I think that these rates are going to hold. So the Rand is you know, up on those considerations.
Something that's not up today, but did significantly well over the past 3 days, is the JSE, those record levels that we've been seeing, closing in the red this afternoon. And what would you say were some of those catalysts?
I think the market's running out of a bit of steam. It's not serious. It happens after the huge run that we've seen in commodity prices in a number of our shares. You can't keep that momentum up forever. And I think even on global markets, although we're seeing the US markets now trading at all-time highs again, and the momentum behind it and the push behind it is not quite what we've seen over the past couple of weeks or days. So I think expect a little bit of air to be let out of the tires, but nothing serious. I think broadly commodity prices will continue to pick up. I think we're going into a very good year. It's going to be a turnaround year off a low base. I'm talking globally. So I think the second half of the year is going to be very strong, and we're likely to see commodity prices and economies picking up, and with that commodity prices as well as stock market. So I just expect a bit of volatility from time to time. I wouldn't read too much into today's moves.
Right, and then just one final one from you, some company news. ITAL Tile also benefiting from that home improvement phenomenon, and also the fact that their customers can access a lot of what they're offering online.
Look, it's a brilliant company. It's been listed from about 1986 and has always produced very good numbers. It went through some tough times as well, but I think we're seeing it globally. People staying at home now and wanting to improve their homes. So they're well placed, and this is the one company in South Africa that you can actually participate from the stay-at-home or lockdown economy. Very good numbers and a very good business, well run. So, worthy of the kind of rating that it does have on the JSE.
David Shapiro, as always, many thanks from your time. That's David Shapiro from Sasfin. We'll be